Hello YouTube. So Darcie's just back from year 7 camp. It's like a camp they do at the start of year 7, obviously to like bond everyone. How was it, Darce?
Horrible.
Horrible?
It was so bad. Like, all I wanted to do is just be at home. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed about that.
So it was promised to be this big adventure.
Yeah.
And was it?
Well, with year 8s, well, like, it's so fun. And then, so obviously I was like, oh, okay, then I'll just, like, obviously just have a good time and just take time, just, like, taper my week and just have fun at camp. But I was just really disappointed that I came home and had the worst time ever. And then now I have to work towards getting back to where I was before.
Yeah. So, Darcie's got a comp called Country, and it's basically all of New South Wales apart from Sydney go to Sydney Olympic Pool to compete, and that's then the last qualifier to get a state time, but you've already got a state time. So this is a big meet, as in it's looked at, and it's next weekend. So we're debating, I was debating whether to pull Darcie out of the camp to continue to train so she can have a good run up to Country and then state, because we want a good showing this year, because this is the year where if we're going to get her into like a swim program at 12-13, these are the real times that they're starting to look at. So I was a bit 50-50 whether to pull her out of the camp, selfishly, just to focus on her training, and I could spend a full week with her training. But on the balance of everything, we decided that she should go, of course, spend time with her friends, do some enrichment, but then also see if a bit of a taper would help. So what we've got now is it's Saturday. The swim meet is next Saturday, so we're going to do 3 or 4 days hard training.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah, so we've got to train.
So we've had a taper. Well, we've had a deload. We haven't trained, and then we're going to do 3 or 4 days hard training, and then a little bit of a taper into Country on Friday. So because she came back yesterday, we didn't train yesterday. It's now Saturday. She doesn't meet back in her squad until Monday, so we're going to get 2 sessions in, Saturday, Sunday. We'll probably then do swim squad on Monday, Tuesday, and then I'll probably take the reins from Wednesday, Thursday to the taper. So Wednesday will be her last session with me at the pool, and maybe a little power-up session, rest Thursday, and then we're going to compete Friday. So today, as I say, it's Saturday. We're going to do a private session at an open-air pool in Gosford, New South Wales, and then a little gym plyometric power session at LFG in Erina. So we got to Gosford Pool, which was our nearest 50 metre, but there was some water polo tournament on, so we've had to go another 20 minutes to Woy Woy, and now we are going to hopefully get a lane. All right, back out of Woy Woy. They had the dam, what's it called?
What?
The boom.
The platform in the middle.
They had the boom in, so we're after a 50 because we're after very, we just need a 50, and they only had 25. So now we've got a 20-minute journey to another pool. Well, so I'm now at Mingara, and my patience is running pretty thin. Got to pool 1 and water polo. I then rang ahead at pool 2. They didn't answer. So I got there and they only had a 25 metre. And now we're at pool 3. We have got a lane and it's not too busy. So we are now going to train. We're going to do a good 45-minute session here. She's just going to warm up. But so basically this has now taken my Saturday morning up. I did some work this morning, did some coaching, and now my whole morning's been taken up by this, but that's life. So
The thing is, with Darcie, your kids, even yourself, like we're out here seeking a 50-meter pool because it's important to us that we do it. We're not going to leave it to chance. And I think that's the point of difference that you have to do to achieve extraordinary things. You've got to go out of your way to make them happen. They won't come to you. Yeah, it's like if you need that to happen, or if you want that to happen for yourself or for your family, you've got to be proactive. As I say, if I didn't go out my way, and because obviously Darcie would be happy just sitting at home on an iPad or dossing with her mates. But yeah, it's vital that we come and do this session. So the morning's gone, but we're going to get a good session in. We're then going to go to the gym that we own and get a bit of a power-up session. And yeah, that's the message really, is you've got to go out your way, you've got to have a plan, you've got to be proactive. Anyway, now that's out of the way, we're going to focus on the session. So one thing that I'm working on with Darcie is a little bit of lactic tolerance in a 50 pool. So what she produces in a 25-meter pool hasn't quite converted to the 50, and there's a real glaring reason why, is that she does 95% of her training, if not 99%, in a 25-meter pool. And that's just the limitation of where we live, our ability to get her to a 50 pool, the club that she's in, their facilities. So yeah, when it comes to 50-meter exposure, she gets found out a little bit. Now she's still there or thereabouts, but from what she's produced in a 25, it doesn't quite cross over. So I'm seeking more opportunities in a 50, so she just gets that exposure of not turning. So what we're going to do today is, she's just warming up now, we're going to do 4 100s off 3 minutes, and that's going to be at 95% pace. And then we're going to do 8 50s, and then we're going to work on some starts and turns. So nice, short and sharp. The 8 50s are going to be hard sprint maximal. And then, yeah, we're going to do some starts and turns to, one of the things we need to work on is not breathing off coming out of the water on the dive, and also in the turns for 100, not breathing straight away, taking a big gulp of air and losing that momentum of the wall. All right, here she is, the athlete, ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
4 laps.
First job is we're doing 4 100s off 3 minutes. And I want you to hit about a 110 pace the whole way. So about 95%. Okay, so I want these 4 to be quite hard because you're only doing 4 of them. All right, and then, yeah, then we're gonna do 8 50s off 2 minutes. And then we're gonna do some turns and starts. Take your marks, go. One 11. Take your marks. Go. Take your marks. Go. One 9 this one. I want a 1-9, okay? So you're going to work hard. What could you do better? What?
Put my head down.
Put your head down. What? In and out the turn?
Yeah, and not breathe out of my turn.
All right, well, just focus on those things, because when you come to actually race, they might actually happen. So if you're lazy in training, you're going to be lazy in when you compete. So 3 strokes before you take your breath, and then 3 strokes before you take your breath off the turn. Just because you don't want to ruin, after you push off and you kick, you don't want to ruin that momentum by taking a big breath. All right, so push off, kick, 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 3 strokes, then breathe. All right, get going before you breathe, okay? All right, so that is 4 100s over. she went 110, so every 3 minutes. So she basically went a minute and a half rest, or minute 45 rest, averaged a 110 across the 4 of them. So that's not bad. So now we're going to go nice, short and sharp, 8 50s off 3 minutes. So loads of rest, but I just wanted to get used to things like coming off the start, couple of breaths, couple of strokes before we take a breath, and then head down to finish. So we've got 8 of these. So obviously the last couple are going to hurt, but that's the point. We need some repeat skill of the finer points here. All right, so I've got to try and film and thingy. We've got 10 seconds, 8 50s. Focus on your breathing, Darce. Okay, take your marks, go. Yeah, so Darcie's brief is, that's the first thing she does, breathe. So she'll be getting a bit of a telling off. First thing she did, she came up and she took a massive breath. So we need to get her to not breathe, basically.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you did when you
Was it breathe?
you dived in? And what was the first thing you did?
Breathe.
What did we say we were going to do?
Not breathe.
Yeah, so we should be looking to do 25 meters without breath. Okay, so if you do that now, you're going to do it on your race day. Okay? All right. Next time it goes to the top, okay? Take your marks. Go! Right, she's been told not to breathe for 25 meters. That's better. She's gone 32, 32. The second rep, she did much better with her breathing. So you've got to get onto them, because she's the one who'll be disappointed if it falls apart on the carnival day. Yes, she gets up from the box and takes that massive gulp of air. It's just going to completely smash her rhythm. So she should be thinking, how quickly can I get into my stroke? And taking a big breath just completely takes all that away. So it's these minor details that we need to look at for her to push to the next level. Anyway, I've got to call her off on the next one now. All right, 10 seconds, get ready. Nice and explosive, okay? Head down, don't breathe. 3, take your marks, go. Oh. All right, so now we're just going to do some turn practice. So she's just going to sprint in, hit the turn hard, out, and then not breathe. And then she can chill.
So we made it to the gym. We're going to do a little power-up session. I'm going to train as well. I'm just going to hit some upper body strength. But Darcie's session is hang high pulls. So we just want to feel that bar move well in triple extension, nothing too heavy, 5 sets of 3. Box squats, same again. We just want to move fast, but feel a good weight on our back. Box jumps for height, as long as we're pretty safe. We want to be explosive. Then we've got a little circuit of med ball slams, bench and pull-ups. Again, just moderate weight, move really well. So yeah, nice power-up session. I'll hit some push-pull, maybe some shoulders, and there we go.
Right for your legs. That's it.
So, Saturday morning, caught up on a swim session, a bit more of a focused sprint session, and then some plyo and moving fast work in the gym. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
It's good. Are you going to smash country?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we will report back on how country goes.